Hello everyone, Mike Joy with Darrell Waltrip at Homestead Miami Speedway. Time to decide the Sprint Cup champion in today's Ford 400.
Mike, this is it. This is what it's all about. You come here, and when this race is over with, you know who the champion's going to be. This is a big weekend for these drivers.
Variable banking, two-groove racetrack, and in 2011 we had a tie here for the championship.
And we may very well have another one, Mike. This is the most exciting race of the year. It's what it all comes down to.
36 races, the longest season in all professional sports. And Darrell, it all comes down to this, the Ford 400.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the NASCAR 15 season championship. This is the finale of the first season. All four of your championship Ford drivers qualified first, second, third, and fourth as we are green and underway. You know, I Casey Kane was on pole, Jimmy Johnson second, Keselowski third, myself fourth. We already passed Keselowski. We're going 3 wide for the lead here into turn 1 and 2 in the championship at Homestead. We are going to force Casey Kane up the racetrack, not quite get clear. Even down the backstretch, we're clear for the race lead. What a move. We pass all 3 of our championship Ford contenders in the first corner, and now we're battling Matt Kenseth intensely for this race as we sail it off here into the 3 and 4 way up the racetrack, but we continue to get the run off the corner, and now we're going to start pulling away from the field. Big run coming behind us from Jimmy Johnson on the lap 2. We lead opening lap racing. Big run from Jim. We go to block on the bottom as we run the high line here at Homestead as always. The high line is the preferred lane here as we continue to roll and pull away from Denny Hamlin back in seconds. We clearly have a fast car here for this championship here at Homestead as we look to get the job done here. This would be an amazing win for us and our quest to get the championship here this opening season as we are going to pull away here, coming to 25 to go here, 3 laps in. So this should be 2 laps down. We lead the way here in Homestead in the championship. As I move on to lap 5, come on to lap 6, the pack behind us starting to close in now. Denny Hamlin big run as we bounce off the wall a couple of times, have some significant right front fender damage as I sail off into 1 and 2, trying to hold off the charging pack behind us. With Denny Hamlin, we go up into the wall, big checkup, and Denny's again to us. We slide down the track. He's up at the wreck, and we're down the middle of the wreck in a huge crash here at Homestead. We are wrecking in championship contender Stenhouse flying through the air, and a huge crash to bring out the caution involving many championship contenders. Denny Hamlin a big hit, myself crashing at their car. Stenhouse goes flipping, flying in a huge crash. Many championship contenders involved. We come down pit road, restart all the way back in 41st place now with 20 laps to go. We're going to have to make our way up through this field to gain 40 positions to get up to P1 here to try to get the race win in the championship. As we run into Buller, he's already up in the wall with that move in the corner. We somehow make that work, but we do as I battle Joey Logano intensely for position in the back of Biffle sideways. He hangs on to it. Then there's Jeb Burton, who on the inside of battling for 38th here as we try to move our way forwards. We got him there. We got Michael Annette. Contact to the back of the 26. Big stack up. Big save right there by the 26 as we chase down Joey Logano. On his outside, there's Brian Vickers. Huge stack up. There's Paul Menard, the 27. We get into him. He saves after a big wiggle. Now on the outside of Chase Elliott and J.J. Yee as you try to move here through this middle line here, getting a lot of spots here now through 1 and 2, really making the middle lane. We're Austin Dillon, huge checker going really slow. We get loose, bounce off, guys, bounce off the wall. Somehow we all keep it going in the right direction back here, fighting for spots just inside the top 30 with Logano, Vickers, and Larson as we now sail off into 3 and 4. And look at the big run we really get here through the corner, but we have to check up big times. He almost wrecked it off the top line there. We door check David Reagan pretty significantly right there. Trying to get to the bottom line. We decided to commit to the top now with Larson, Vickers, get a little bit of a wiggle there in front of us, but we're starting to slowly but surely make our way forwards to get to the front of the pack, and our fellow championship contenders of Casey Kane, Jimmy Johnson, and Brad Keselowski. Lost our final 4's contact right there, forcing ourselves down low into Larson. There's the 13 and Casey Mears. I don't know what is he doing. The big slowdown there. We slam at him. That cost us some momentum, but we still are hauling it here on the outside. We bounce off the wall. That doesn't matter. Now a big wiggle. What a save as we really committed. Now another huge stack up. Now we're going to force our way to the bottom here between Stenhouse, Keselowski, 4 wide. Another 4 wide pass. Another 5. That's 3 4 wide passes in a row into Vickers, and now we're sideways. It was a 19, and we're wrecking big time. We are around, and cars are flipping and flying behind us as the caution comes out once again for a slight mistake, and a huge pileup erupts right around us. You can see here we clip the 19 of. We get hit down into Edwards, and then we get turned by Stenhouse up the track to go. And look at the hard hits. We get a classic Fox Sports camera angle, but cars were flipping and flying behind them right there. A huge crash as we're under caution. This time we're gonna Come down here, stay out on the racetrack. We start in 19th place here on the inside of Carlisle. Already moving up into 18th as you get to the start-finish line here. 15 laps to go for the championship. Brad Keselowski, our championship rival, leading right now. As we get it back, Austin Dillon already moving up out of the way. You have 3 for 1 special right there. Move him, Menard, and someone else. Now we're doing 11th. Trying to get up there. Danica now to our inside. Big run coming there. We're going to get between Casey Mears here. Force him 3 wide. There's a 51 of Allgaier. We somehow clear Casey Mears into Boyer. He bounced off the wall. Josh Wise picks there. What's he doing in the middle of the track? We spin him, and we're crashing again. And a hard hit right there. That brings out the 3rd caution of the day. As Josh Wise is so slow in the middle of the racetrack, we have nowhere to go. Right into the back of him, spin him up the track. We get slammed by Boyer, and then behind us, some big hits. We get pounded into Matt Kenseth, and the whole pack piles in back here. And once again, the race not going the way we had planned it here. Now, of course, we're in last. We're going to come down pit road. Engine repairs, right front fender repairs, fresh tires. So you guys got to come from last place again. 13 to go. We make it from us, and a huge stack up here on the inside lane. He's going to shoot us up from dead last. Past Jimmy Johnson, championship rival, and all the way up into the top 30, just about in 31st, just behind Jamie McMurray, which would be for that 30 spot. A huge run here, fly by him. There goes by Larson, Blaney, Logano. We are moving now around Michael Waltrip, Charvain, 3 wide past again. The top 25 here to 3 and 4. We make it work. We send it in, lift a little bit. Lean on Waltrip right there, really lean on Michael Bonnie, a little bit of contact, we save it, make it work, clear for 25th place, huge run coming on the 26, we pull the bottom, we decide to stick there, the run coming on the inside of the 14 of Tony Stewart now, moved by him, there's Elliott, and we get the pump, and there goes Elliott up the racetrack, and there's a hard hit behind us, but the caution is out again, the 4th caution here at Homestead. It's not the way we want to have it going. As we just gave Chase Elliott a little bump drive, he wiped out the track, and then that's not even a caution, man. Bobby Body hits the wall hard, but he keeps going. Another one of those classic NASCAR 15 debatable caution flags there. We stay on the racetrack. We start now in 12th, as now we get up to 11th here with just 10 laps to go for the championship here in Homestead. It's go time. That pay window is open. You got to go for it if you want this title. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go for it here as we're right now just being a conservative restart here, hanging in there in 11th, but getting around on the inside. Jeff Gordon now. We don't lift to the back of Kyle Busch. Regan Smith 3 wide. Bouncing off the wall, there goes to 7. He saves it. What a save by Regan Smith. Yeah, McMurray, the huge run behind us. We stick on the bottom here, get a nice run through the corner, and damn it, Cole's going an hour in the middle of the corner. What are you doing? And that will be the 5th caution. She gets destroyed as Casey Kane's your championship leader right now in 2nd. I cannot believe what I have just witnessed as we just full throttled off into turn 1 and 2 afterwards. Like, Danko's just going 2 miles an hour in the middle. You can see how slow she is compared to everyone else, and we have nowhere to go right into her, and she goes up the track and creates a huge pile up behind us. Multiple championship contenders involved. Keselowski, Jimmy Johnson in it back here. They continue on, but they are involved in the melee that erupts at the back of this pack. And so now we get back underway. It's going to be 8 laps to go. We restart in 5th place here, going to the inside here of Ryan Newman. Trying to pass him. Dave, get a little bit of contact there with a yellow car. I think that's Kyle Busch. We're going to be 4 wide here into the corner. Here comes Kyle Busch. I see Casey Kane up there. I see the championship lead. We get in the back of him. Contact. Kane bounces off the wall. We go down to Kyle Busch. We're crashing, and the caution is out. Big contact. We save it. We go through the grass, but we save it. Kyle Busch did not. And we take the championship lead. As you see right there, we went up the racetrack. Just clipped Casey Kane. He goes up the wall. We slide down to Kyle Busch, and the 18 goes spinning to the inside. He saves it, avoids the wall, but loses all his track position, and now it's going to be a battle. We're going to restart in 2nd alongside Denny Hamlin with just 6 laps to go in Homestead. Championship on the line, race on the line. We're back underway here in Homestead. Can we hold on to win this championship? We're already door checking Denny Hamlin just to show some supremacy here into turn 1 and 2. He gets the momentum on the inside, but we really power down here on the outside, and we're about to get a huge run here through the corner. We slide up way too tight up the racetrack, but we clear Denny with the run and momentum on exit of turn 1 and 2, and we are now clear for the race lead and the championship here at Homestead. We have a big lead in the championship, though, as Casey Kane had pitted. He dropped further back. Jimmy Johnson's back there. Keselowski's back there. They have to find a way up if they want to be in contention for this win. As we start driving away now. 5 to go. We're driving away with the lead in the championship here in Homestead, as now we are going to find ourselves moving on. 2 to go. Come and take the white flag. We now have a 3-second lead over Clint Boyer for the race win, and the championship almost securely locked up. White flag, final lap for Cardone Bank in the season here at Homestead, as we look to win the championship and get the job done. And this finale at Homestead, all we have to do is win the race. We win the championship as well as down the backstretch for the final time now. What a season it has been. The most wins of anybody in any season in the modern era. was like 17 or some crazy number like that. We have absolutely dominated the season, and with the late clutch restart, we come through to the start-finish line to win the championship and win the race. Here at Homestead, we are champions for the first time here in 2015 with an incredible comeback run late in the race off of some late restarts. We get it done, and now we're going to do an epic burnout to celebrate a championship in the most dominant season in the modern era since Jeff Gordon in 1998. We get the job done with a unbelievable playoff run, winning 6 out of the 10 playoff races, finishing inside the top 10 and 9 out of the 10 playoff races, and getting 8 top 5s in the 10 playoff races in an unbelievable span, winning a race in every round of the chase. Absolute domination in a season that really is just so dominant and amazing. A lot of close finishes, a lot of big crashes we were involved in. We even had that DNF at Las Vegas in the 3rd race of the season. We had the Crown Jewel wins at the Daytona 500, the Coca-Cola 600. Big wins there. And now, of course, we win the one that matters the most, the championship race here at Homestead, to be etched in NASCAR history, in NASCAR 15 history, as a champion driving for Hendrick Motorsports, doing it for Dale, getting Dale Earnhardt Jr. his first and only championship up to this point as we get the job done. And now we're going to do a Polish victory lap to honor Alan Kulwicki and to celebrate the dominant season that's been capped off in a championship. Just amazing, awesome, and I thank all of you for tuning in and watching this NASCAR 15 season, and am very happy to announce to you that shortly after this season right here, this video is concluded, we will be starting a second NASCAR 15 season. And that will go on till the end of that, and by then we should have the NASCAR Heat 5 Next Gen mod, and that's where we'll put all our focus into once that comes out. But we're going to do a second NASCAR 15 season here in this NASCAR 15 game, and I crashed into the pit barrels afterwards at the end of that post victory lap just for the memes right there. And we celebrate victory lane with the crew. So yeah, it'll be a second NASCAR 15 season where I believe we'll be driving as Jimmy Johnson, the 48, Hendrick teammate Dale Jr. Might as well keep the trend going till the NASCAR Next Gen mod is public for NASCAR Heat 5. So we're your champion here in 2015. As we do the final race results for the championship here at Homestead. We, of course, win the race, lead the most laps, and get the fastest lap. Clint Boyer, a runner-up in the race. Martin Truex Jr., 3rd. Greg Biffle, 4th. Eric Almirola, the top 5. Carl Edwards in 6th. Brian Vickers 7th, Jeff Gordon 8th, AJ Allmendinger 9th, and our championship rival Jimmy Johnson rounds out the top 10 with a very respectable 10th place finish. The next championship contender will be Casey Kane, who finishes in 16th after a strong chase and end to the season. Then Brad Keselowski, so good all year long, finishes 23rd and finishes last out of the championship 4, and Kyle Busch finishes last in the race. We're champions. As now we go to celebrate with the championship trophy. And now the final season standings, we win 17 times this season, have 4 poles, 26 top 10s, and win the championship. Jimmy Johnson, of course, 2nd in the championship. Casey Kane, 3rd with his 1 win. Keselowski, 4th with his 3 wins. And see Jeff Gordon, Clint Boyer, Tony Stewart, Truex, Harvick. And then you got Denny Hamlin, top 10 of the points. Then Vickers, Logano, Kenseth, Edwards, Stenhouse, Biffle. Basically season Kyle Busch on down. You see that's a great season all around. You see the final point standings. You scroll through everybody here. All the winners. Everyone who came up close, like Michael McDowell, wasn't quite top 3 in points. And last in the points, Josh Wise will be your most likely last car champion for finishing last. So until next one, I hope you all have a good one.